Bowie, the podcast.
The podcast.
The Beverage, Ep.21. I had this wrong on my notes and I got really confused.
The Beverage. This is the one where we've turned into the adult beverage, number 21.
This is number 21. We can finally drink on the podcast.
Yeah. Somebody's important.
That's my alarm clock. So Marcus, tell me what you did this week. Did you go somewhere? Or I saw some pictures that might have been old.
Yeah, it's my wife's birthday, so we went on a trip out of town. Didn't really do much of anything of interest in the comic book world, but we watched a lot of cartoons. So that was good.
Mm-hmm.
American Dad, Family Guy, a little bit of Super Jail. I'm the only one that appreciates that. Joanne doesn't quite like it, so.
But you make her watch it.
Which I can't blame her, but yeah, I made her watch it many times before, so.
She knew what she was getting into.
Pretty much.
When she get married to you.
Pretty much. Yeah, I didn't really hide anything, so. Yeah, she's still stuck with me, so. Yeah, that's about it. Not a whole lot of exciting things in my life. How about you, Tunker?
Tunker. I did a lot.
Oh, you just got a one-up me like that. Okay, fine.
Nerdy things. Well, I don't have a wife, so I have to fill my life with something. I rented Pokemon Conquest, which is like a tactics game. It's for the DS where you can you move your Pokemon around on like a grid. And they have like certain areas where they can attack and so many squares. It's in like feudal Japan. I played a little bit of it. It's
like
fun.
An RPG style game where you set them up and they can attack whenever or whatever and stuff.
It's more of a tactics game. I wouldn't call it an RPG because you like move your guys on like a squared grid.
Okay.
And so he has so many moves they can move, and then how far away they can attack, and excuse me. So yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
But I didn't get to play that much because of work, and so I kind of wasted my money. I had it for 5 days, but I only played it for like 3 of the 5 days. It was only for like an hour or 2 every night.
That sucks.
Yeah. And I watched Alien. Well, I haven't finished Alien. I got Aliens because I read the thing wrong that I downloaded. So I watched Aliens and then I watched Alien because I wanted to watch Alien.
That's close enough. You eventually got there.
But they're kind of different films. The Aliens is more of an action movie, and Alien is more of like a space kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
It's more of a straight sci-fi movie, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's got it's very story-driven and minimal on the activity. Till the very end, of course. But
I saw Kung Fu Panda 3.
How was that?
It was okay. It's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah. I still haven't seen 2. Everybody said it was good, but...
yeah, it's pretty good. First one's still the best one, though.
Yeah, I really like the first one.
I kind of wish they had only had the first one.
Yeah, I'm that way with a lot of movies.
Because he kind of sets up he's the Dragon Warrior, and then you get to imagine what that's like. Like, he becomes this great warrior, but then they show it, and it's kind of like, well, this is okay.
Yeah.
It would have been better in my imagination, but they don't do that anymore. They can make that money.
It's for all those millennials out there that don't have an imagination.
Yep. I've been reading some Doom Patrol.
Nice.
By Grant Morrison. I had started it before, and then I didn't continue, but now I'm rereading it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it.
Kind of far.
Something I'm excited for this week is HeroClix has a new set coming out for the world. It's called The World's Finest, the Batman Superman set. And like their big, hard to get figures are from Kingdom Come.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's got like Wonder Woman and her gold battle armor, and they got the Green Lantern, and he's like sitting on a green throne, and he's got his armor on, and
that's really cool.
Excited. I'm really excited for that, even though I'll probably never get those because they're so rare. And they have the Metal Men are in that set, Doom Patrol. That's why I was reading Doom Patrol. They have this new thing I think it's called Shifting Focus.
Yeah.
Where you've got like a Batman figure, and there's like different ones. And one is like really good at sneaking around, and one's like really good at throwing things, and one's really good at like fighting. And you can like switch them out for each other on your battlefield.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can like sneak up on somebody, and then like in your next turn you can like switch for the close combat guy and like beat somebody up. And
is that something you typically can't do? I know a little bit about the game, but I've never played it.
That's a new feature that they just came out with, the Shifting Focus. There's a Superman one that's like that too. It's like there's an Invulnerability Superman, and there's like a Heat Vision Superman, and there's a Super Strength Superman. So you can like switch them out for like each of his powers.
That's cool.
Yeah. I thought it was a cool idea. I could see like a Captain America figure could be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or others.
Yeah.
Captain America was the first one I thought of.
And you can't, it doesn't matter if you can play DC versus Marvel in that too, right? It doesn't have to be anybody.
It's anybody.
That's cool.
It's a fun game. I don't know all the rules. I play with a guy who knows all the rules, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I was looking at your back wall. I saw that name. I didn't want to say it out loud on the podcast. But
yeah. That's cool. I appreciate it.
It's like, who is that? Like, oh, I can guess who it is.
We worship Satan now. That's his name.
Oh, it is. Let's get into it.
All right.
Look, Marcus, just like each week I ask you, did you look at the prompts?
I actually did yesterday.
And did you actually click on the links, or did you just read them?
I actually did click on the links. One of them did not work, but all the others did.
Oh, which one didn't work?
I don't remember. When we get to that point, I'll be able to tell you.
Okay. So, Legends of Tomorrow came out. 2 episodes are out.
Mm-hmm.
The show is pretty much insane. Like, the amount of effects that are in it. Like, there's this one shot, the second episode, where, like, Firestorm is, like, flying around, and the Atom's, like, flying around, shooting blasts, and, like, Captain Cold and Heatwave are just, like, blasting everywhere, and there's explosions. It's like, this is a TV show? It's ridiculous.
Somehow, through reading all that, I didn't realize that a couple episodes had already come out. Is it on the CW, or is it like on Netflix?
It's the same as Arrow and the Flash.
Okay. Well, it looked
apparently they like spent so much money on it. If they don't like do really well, they're not going to get a second season.
Yeah.
So I hope they do, because it's a really great. It's like an action show.
It seemed like
really good.
Everything I've seen on it. It seemed like it had the potential to be really cool, like one of those shows that I would even watch. Because I love those characters. They're some of my favorites. But
and they had a lot of Easter eggs on like their spaceship, or not? It's a time machine. Mm-hmm. They had Sergeant Rock's helmet.
Yeah, I saw those pictures. Were awesome.
They had Sandman's gas mask. They had Hourman's hourglass. Does Hourman actually carry an hourglass?
Yeah, I think he's got it like hanging around his neck as a pendant. I think the most recent Hourman did. I'm not sure. I don't remember if the Android one did or not. But
I heard Hourman might be on the show.
That'd be cool. I've always liked Hourman.
And then the Red Tornado, a.k.a. well, Hunkle or Hinkle? Do you know who her
I think it's
name?
Hunkle.
Her helmet was just like a pot with like Isles cut out was on the ship.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. But yeah. And Jonah Hex is going to be on the show. And I heard Hourman's going to be on the show. There's going to be a future version of Oliver Queen who's like, it's like the Dark Knight Returns version where he doesn't have an arm and he's got a goatee and like, I've heard there's rumors it's going to be like a Batman Beyond scenario where he's like the old Oliver Queen. He's like training a new Green Arrow, which I think is awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
I can't remember anything else right now. But yeah. So Legend of Tomorrow is pretty great. And if you're not watching it, people at home, you should be. Because if you don't watch it, there won't be a season 2.
Yeah, that's cool. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, it looks like it'll be a cool TV show. I was thinking, when I saw the Sergeant Rock helmet and was reading all that, like Sergeant Rock was a comic that my dad read, like way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he always liked that. He only had a couple of them. But that was about the only comic he read when he was a kid.
I haven't read any Sergeant Rock. I think DC was they had more of the war stories.
Mm-hmm.
They were more popular for the war stories.
Yeah.
Marvel only really had like Nick Fury, and that wasn't very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I didn't really have anything else. I just want to talk about how cool that show is.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel like that one I might actually look into and try and watch.
It's really good. They showed the first official, like 2 weeks ago, they put this out as the first official live-action Vixen photo for...
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be on Arrow, because they were doing that animated thing, and now they're going to put her on the show.
That's cool.
Oh, did you see that costume?
Yeah, it actually looked really cool. I feel like it'll be good and passable in like a real life happening. That's cool. I thought I only saw one of the animated shorts, but it was really good.
Yeah, the animated thing was only... I was kind of disappointed because it's like one episode, and they cut it up into 5 pieces. And it's like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Kind of, because you forget what happens. It's only like 10 minutes of barely any content at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta wait a week.
Yeah.
And it really only adds up to like one episode of the show, of like an animated show.
Yeah. Trying to stretch it out for all they can get.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I noticed that her necklace wasn't even on that photo.
Yeah, I think you're right. I remember seeing that.
And that's like where her powers come from. So it's like tucked into her jacket, maybe?
Maybe,
Which is a good idea. When your power is a necklace, you don't really want to get like ripped off in a fight.
Mm-hmm. Or have some random dude just like run by and swipe it. Bone necklace, rip.
Give me a necklace, lady!
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Pew pew.
I think I hear an elephant coming around the corner.
Oh, which one's this? Oh, is that Douglas?
I think so.
Yep, that's definitely Douglas.
Douglas, get out of here. The Elephant Podcast, we record that on Fridays. It's Thursday.
That's
right.
Elephants don't know how to tell what day it is.
Marcus and I, and Douglas now have a elephant exclusive podcast.
Elephant podcast.
It's called Trunk Time.
Whole lot of low rumbling in it and such, but
Some other names are Tusk Talk. We thought about that. But I think we're settled on Trunk Time.
Yeah.
So send your questions into trunktime@gmail.com. Send us pictures of all your favorite trunks.
Yes, all of them.
And no penises, please.
Well, don't worry about sending trunks then.
And no swimming trunks. I'm talking about elephant trunks.
Swimming trunks.
Or you can send us pictures of the Dragon Ball Z character trunks.
That's fine. PTSD.
We're talking about elephant trunks.
Only pictures before he blows up the cave. Of Wonder from Aladdin.
Cave of Wonder.
No, I guess that was I spent like $16 on the Aladdin Super Nintendo game the other day.
You did?
Yeah, we made it fairly easily to the part where you're trying to ride the magic carpet out of the cave, and it's just ungodly hard, and we haven't memorized where everything is yet, so we'll be stuck there for a while.
Yeah, I remember that was pretty hard. I always got lost in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a lot of dead ends in it? Isn't there?
Not on this one so far. Did you play the Super NES or the Sega Genesis version, or?
It could have been.
Because I think Trey was playing with me, and he said the Genesis version was a lot different than what we were playing. So
I heard it was really bad.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, ColecoVision, and Sega Genesis. Notorious B.I.G. His best song ever.
Yep. There's reports that they're gonna reboot the Labyrinth, David Bowie's Labyrinth.
No.
After he died a while ago.
No, I don't want it.
It's in the works from the Guardians of the Galaxy co-writer.
I still don't want it. You can't remake something like that. Because
I know. It's because it's going to be CGI.
That's going to be awful. It can't be CGI. It has to be the Muppets.
And why would you remake something with the Muppets if it already exists?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that just sounds like a really stupid idea. Just grasping for money.
So who should play the Goblin King?
Nobody. I want David Bowie.
Let's
Need
say
to reanimate David Bowie, and he'll just play the Goblin King again.
So you want undead David Bowie to play it.
Yep.
Well, I think you should play it.
Life can be
I just had
so
thought of that right now. Like that moment when the windows open and he turns to an owl and he's just standing there. There's like glitter in the air. Just had this vision.
My shirt's slightly open so you can see my chest hair.
You with that hair and like the eye makeup and
massive crotch bulge.
Your schlong clearly visible through your spandex.
Okay, I want in on this project now. When you put it that way.
I don't remember how the song goes.
The power of the babe.
I'm very lonely. So, yeah. I've started a petition, a change.org petition for Marcus to play the Goblin King in the remake. But only if it's a shot-for-shot remake.
I agree.
With Jennifer Connelly reprising her role.
Agreed. I'm in. So we'll just edit out that first part where I was saying I think it's a terrible idea, and we'll just put in me saying that's the best idea I've ever heard.
Yes. And then the baby will reprise its role, but whatever age he is now, the baby will... We'll
just shave it bald.
Yep.
And put it in a sailor outfit.
That'd be funny for the scene where he like throws him up in the air. You're throwing this full-grown man up to the air.
Comes crashing down. I never catch him.
Dance.
I throw him up into the air, let him hit on the ground, and then I pick him up again and keep doing it. Like just repeatedly crashing him onto the ground.
Okay.
The power of the babe.
You're having a child.
Yeah. Kids love stuff like that. Concussions are great for them.
Yep. Helps them grow.
That's right. Ave Maria.
Oh.
I need a cigarette.
Is that how you clear out your lungs? You do a little opera, and then you...
Mm-hmm.
That help.
It seems to be the best. Boop.
Okay.
Yep.
DC announces a slate of new Hanna-Barbera titles, including Scooby-Doo Apocalypse and a Parker and Shainer's Space Ghost.
Mm-hmm. From Coast to Coast.
So there was the Scooby-Doo one, where he's like a... they've got like guns and tattoos, and Shaggy's got a goatee, and Scooby-Doo has like this cyber monocle that communicates in emojis. And there's like a Flintstones one, which is just like a normal Flintstones comic. Plus, it's like a murder mystery or something that we can't tell from the image.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's a Space Ghost, Johnny Quest, and Thundar crossover. The art looks pretty good. All the art looks good.
Yeah.
Except for the Scooby-Doo one. But
I agree.
then the Wacky Races comic is written and designed by someone who worked on Mad Max Fury Road. Which I think that sounds cool. And the Space Ghost one looks really cool. But I think that's just because I love the Space Ghost show on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So it's like, in my heart, I think it's going to be like funny and weird, but it's going to be like a straight up Space Ghost cartoon.
Yeah.
Or Space Ghost comic.
Mm.
Did you ever watch Space Ghost on Adult Swim?
Just a little bit. We didn't have cable when it was on mostly, so I just caught it every once in a while.
It was pretty funny. I watched more of the Brack Show though. Did you ever watch the Brack Show?
The Brack Show was with that lion-looking dude, and it had like the praying mantis that always showed up or whatever, and it was like rah, rah, stuff, and
He had like sharp teeth and like an orange head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that. I probably actually saw that more than Space Ghost, but
it was funny because they initially had it was like a kids show. It was going to be on like during the day, and they had like special guests. They only did like a few episodes. Like Diamond Dallas Page was on it, and Freddie Prinze Jr. was on it, and he just sang songs. Mm-hmm. They were all funny because it's a Brack. They were so weird.
Yeah.
I remember watching it when my parents were eating dinner, and they were like, "What the heck are you watching?" But yeah. Sure, it'll be nothing like that, but what do you think of these comics? Would you be interested in reading any of these?
Definitely not Scooby-Doo. I've always hated the crap out of Scooby-Doo. I might be interested in reading like the Space Ghost or maybe even the Flintstones, just for the fun of it. But
no Wacky Races?
I don't know what Wacky Races is, actually.
I don't know much about it either. Just like that it is based on Mad Max has me interested. But
you said Wacky Races or Wacky Racist?
Wacky Races.
Oh.
Like, they're racing cars, not like different types of people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't really care much about it. I just thought it was funny that they were doing all these weird takes on these Hanna-Barbera characters, trying to make them relevant.
Yeah.
It reminds me of them trying to make the Inhumans work, and it's really not working at all. Because they're doing all this dumb stuff in the X-Men books that are like... They got the Terrigen Mists. I think we've spoken about this. The Terrigen Mists are like going around the Earth, and it's like killing all the mutants and sterilizing them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hurting the storylines of the X-books because they just got through all this stuff where they fixed all the stuff from House of M where there are new mutants being made, and then they sterilized them all.
That's kind of dumb. Something tragedy upon tragedy. It's not that believable.
Yeah. And now the Inhumans are the oppressed group. and they have X-Men as the oppressed group. It would have been cool if it was like the mutants are like the new group that people, or they like mutants now, and they don't like Inhumans now, something like that. Where it's like a commentary on like how certain groups get accepted, and then there's a new group of people who are like, no, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Like how women got the right to vote, and then like black people still don't. Know. Like black people are like, they're sort of accepted now, but now like nobody likes gay people.
Mm-hmm.
And now gay people are sort of like coming in, and it's like now we don't like muscle people.
Yeah.
So it's just like there's always a group that's like sort of on the out. So it's like mutants could have been like the group that's like sort of accepted.
Yeah. Got to find a new somebody.
Nobody
to hate
likes
on.
Inhumans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then eventually, then we'll hate the Inhumans, or we'll like the Inhumans. Then we'll have to start hating the Skrulls, but then we'll eventually accept the Skrulls.
Yeah, that's just an idea, but
it seems like a more natural move and could be more interesting.
Because they're doing it because of the movies, we know. Because it's like Perlmutter is mad that he doesn't have rights to the X-Men, so he's trying to replace them with Inhumans, and so he wants nobody to like the X-Men anymore.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. That's why they canceled the Fantastic Four.
The comic, yeah.
Yeah. But Secret Wars was kind of like a big Fantastic Four story, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Secret Wars was amazing. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Did you read it? The new one? I'm talking about the new one.
Oh, no, I didn't read that. I read the... Wait, what am I thinking of?
Maybe you're thinking of the Brian Michael Bendis one.
I am, yeah.
There's a lot of comics called Secret Wars.
Okay, I take back what I said.
There's this original Secret Wars, which was basically a toy commercial.
Yeah, and that was... They did
a focus group with young boys, and the two words that got them interested in something were the word secret and the word war. So they made a comic called Secret Wars exclusively to sell action figures. Douglas, get out of here, Douglas. Sorry about that, folks. I told you, trunk time is tomorrow.
He's just so excited about it. You can't blame the guy.
Yeah, because they were doing a line of action figures, and they wanted to have a comic to go with it, so they did Secret Wars, and all the action figures that were in the Secret Wars were in the comic.
Gotcha. And that was the Secret Wars was the first appearance of the Black Spider-Man suit, right?
Yep.
I've got a friend that's got that comic.
Doesn't Jerry have it?
That wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Yeah. And then Secret Wars 2 was garbage. It was like editorially mandated. The guy named Jim Shooter was the editor-in-chief at the time. He wanted to write a comic. And it was like subtly about like his life or something. And it was about like the Beyonder who came to Earth to try and like learn what it was like to be human. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't secret, and there was no war in it.
That's stupid.
So
what the thing with the Skrulls and everything, where they were like infiltrating and you didn't know who was a real hero and who was a Skrull? Was that Secret Wars as well?
That was Secret Invasion.
Okay, got it. That's what I was thinking of. My memory sucks.
And then Brian Michael Bendis did a Secret Wars where where it was like Nick Fury had all these superheroes go to invade Latveria and like take out some dictator who was like secretly supplying financing supervillains.
Uh-huh.
It's like where all these like, so the story is that like that's where all of the like low crime guys like Shocker and the Scorpion and all these guys got like updates to their suit. They were being funded by Labyrinth to cause like chaos in America.
That's cool. Was that a pretty good comic, or?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. The art's really good. And then the most recent Secret Wars was the Battle World, where Doom reshaped the world after all the universes were destroyed by the Beyonders, which was like the Beyonder from the original Secret War was like a child.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like he was playing with toys, literally. He was taking superheroes and making them fight.
Huh.
So it was literally like a little bit of an origin story.
Yeah.
Like the original Secret War was just about toys. That Beyonder was like a child, and he was just making superheroes fight for his own enjoyment.
Huh.
And all these other Beyonders were like, they just wanted to destroy the universe to see what would happen.
Yeah.
But Doom killed him, and then he became God, and then it was Battle World, and all this fun stuff happens.
Is that where Battle Hulk shows up?
Who?
Like that Hulk that's got like the shoulder shield and stuff, and he's all like battle stuff. And
Oh, that's from Planet Hulk.
no, that was close enough.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Shut
Oh,
up.
for the love of crap, Douglas! Come on, it's tomorrow.
I think he's hungry.
I think so. Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut? Okay. Justice League Action
Action.
brings bite-sized drugs to Cartoon Network. So I guess they're doing like I know Mark Hamill. They're doing a Justice League cartoon, a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And some images sort of leaked a while ago. And so it's announced that Kevin Conroy's coming back as Batman.
Awesome.
Cause and Mark Hamill's coming back as the Joker.
Awesome. Both of my favorites.
And I've heard it's gonna be like more lighthearted though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more of like for little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the Teen Titans show that they have now. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it'll be that crazy, but
That show's pretty entertaining.
yeah. And what else? They're saying like if you want the more adult stuff, they have like the direct to DVD stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this is more like a kid friendly version of that.
Yeah. I kind of like the animation style. It's not always my favorite, but that boxy, I don't know, very square like almost like Nintendo 64 polygon stuff is pretty cool. It's not like my most favorite, but
Yeah. That's how the Teen Titans you're talking about?
no, the picture that was with the Justice League thing.
Yeah, I guess. I can see that.
There've been, I think it's a little bit more extreme than like the Superman, like the Batman show was kind of like that with Kevin Conroy, but the Superman show around that same time was even more so like that. But like that, the polygonal stuff is like even more extreme in that picture. So kind of groovy. And wasn't there was like another Justice League show that was kind of looked like that too. That either is still going on or I don't know. Maybe I made that up.
No, there's no Justice League show on right now. They have like direct to DVD movies. Like they had Teen Titans versus Justice League coming out in April, I think.
Yeah.
Which that one looks good. They just had Batman Bad Blood come out. And I didn't really like that.
I think the only ones like that I've got like 2 Green Lantern ones and then like the Red Hood or something like that. There's a Batman one. That might be it, but I got a couple of those. pretty good.
Justice League Gods and Monsters was the last one I really liked. And the Teen Titans ones looks pretty good. I like the Teen Titans. But who knows?
Yeah. I've always kind of been a fan of the Teen Titans. I only read a couple of books, but I liked what I saw.
There's some good stuff.
Pew pew.
I've got the Jeff Johns Teen Titans. It's pretty good.
Jeff Johns makes everything good.
Yep.
He could almost make Scooby-Doo good. Almost.
Jeff Johns has joined the Green Lantern Corps, written by Jeff Johns. Or Scooby-Doo. What did I say, Jeff Johns?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo joins the Green Lantern Corps, written by Jeff Johns.
Poozer.
Shaggy's a Blue Lantern. And Velma is...
She'll be the pink one, since she's always unrealistically looking for love.
You're breaking up. What was that?
So she'll be the Pink Lantern, because she's always unrealistically looking for love.
I thought that like Fred and Daphne would be the love lanterns because they were like in love.
Nah, they weren't really in love. They were just all about each other's body.
I want Velma to be the Red Lantern.
Okay, I could see that. She's finally pissed off enough that everybody keeps breaking her glasses. She just starts.
You broke my glasses, blah.
She starts barfing out bloody volcano vomit.
Yes.
Head starts spinning around.
And Fred could be the Orange Lantern because he's so like a possessive of Daphne.
It's true.
Jeez, Fred, give her some space. Oh no.
Oh no.
No. Oh no. I done stab myself.
I'm not gonna sting you.
Oh no.
No, 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 no!
Okay. So Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Must be my birthday.
And there's lots of trailers.
Well, gosh, gosh.
I know there's going to be like a Captain America, there's going to be an X-Men one, there's going to be, that might be a Batman vs Superman one, but what trailers I don't know if you know what movies are coming out, but
I don't.
What trailers are you looking forward to seeing on Sunday, or ones you haven't seen that you want to see?
I think I saw somewhere that there was supposed to be like a Pokemon trailer, and I didn't see if it was for like a new game coming out or what, but I want to see that.
Okay, spoiler alert, there's nothing, it's just one of those trailers that's like, these are things that are happening, it doesn't give you any content. Like, or how Nike shoes they don't tell you anything about the shoes, they just show people running around.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. It's like Pokemon, and there's some people playing football, and there's like some kid watching Pokemon. It's just like Pokemon.
Just pretty much bringing up the ideas so that everybody goes and buys it.
Yep, they're just like, hey, Pokemon is still cool.
Yeah.
This is our 20th year. Can you believe 20 years?
That's amazing.
Pokemon?
I think there is a new Pokemon game coming out. It's going to be kind of like Pokemon Stadium, but you can fight with them like a Street Fighter character, sort of, and do moves and stuff with it. But
they got Pokkid.
Yeah.
Pokkid Tournament.
Yeah, that one.
They got Pokemon Go's coming out.
Go!
And they did Detective Pikachu. Have you seen that?
No.
I think it's only going to be in Japan, though. It's like Pokemon, a mean, grizzled Detective Pikachu who's like solving mysteries, and he can like talk in English, and he has like the Deer Hunter's cap on, like Sherlock Holmes.
I feel like that should be like in an episode of Adventure Time.
And they said they started a petition to try and get Danny DeVito to play the American voice of Detective Pikachu.
Pikachu?
Yep. He's like angrily speaking in Japanese to some little boy. He's the one.
Is he finally, like, cussing out Ash for all the punishment and shame he put him through?
That's the murder they're solving, is who killed Ash.
Ooh. I'm going to instantly say Misty. He's got like a Starmie imprint on his chest and giant holes through the middle, like where the eye water would be.
There's a giant star sticking out of his chest like a throwing star. What does it mean?
Danny DeVito saying that. What does it mean?
Well, some of the trailers that haven't been shown yet that I would like to see, there's that Ghostbusters one, the all-female one.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen any trailer for that. It comes out this year. Star Wars Rogue One, which is the movie. It's about like the people who went and got the Death Star plans. And there's rumors that Darth Vader might be in it. There's rumors that Boba Fett might be in it. And Doctor Strange. I haven't seen anything about Doctor Strange yet. Besides a few pictures.
Yep. Cumberbatch looks pretty good.
Or maybe we'll get a tease. Probably not. They're probably still trying to push the Marvel movies that are coming out first, like Captain America.
Yeah. Dance for me, Saiyan monkey.
That's it. I don't have that much. There wasn't that much news this week.
Yeah.
I've got a few questions.
Yeah. Do we have an advertisement this week? I don't remember if we have a sponsor.
Oh, shoot. I forgot.
Might have to...
Well, let's put that in here, and then we'll come back. And I've got a couple of fun little questions for Marcus.
Okay, that was good. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Warning. Warning.
Warning! The U.S. government has covered up the existence of a virus that has infected the population. The partners here at Bingus, Blingulb, and Bong are filing a class action lawsuit against the government. You could be entitled to a large settlement if any of the following symptoms apply to you. Fever, headache, backache, dry skin, wet skin, no skin, hot flashes, cold flashes, nasal swelling, sore throat, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, acidic mucus, arthritis, hair loss, hair gain, early graying of the skin, death, blindness, hearing loss, fainting, bleeding from the eyes, yellowing of the teeth, greening of the teeth, purpling of the teeth, spontaneous breaking of legs or arms, skeletal escape, lizard eyes, large groups of rabbits following you, the urge to do cartwheels in church, bicycling, ear soup, horns, growing bark, understanding the language of birds, attempting to eat the young and absorb their youth, flames, bagel thighs, squirrel farts, believing there's a large spherical rock in the sky called the moon, Spider-Man fevers. Oh, sorry, Spider-Man fever dreams, floating, demonic possessions, fangs, superhuman accuracy, attempting to trade green pieces of paper with dead people's pictures on them for goods and services, ants, survival in the vacuum of space for up to but not exceeding 6 hours, addiction to cheese, fecal matter has become foam, rising from the grave, polka dots, clown nose, genital inversion, nipple relocation, third gender, dandruff, helmet hair, whiskers, spontaneous combustion, football toes, and hot dog smell. If you or anyone you know is exhibiting one of these or all of these symptoms, they could have the gross and should please contact the law offices of Bingus, Blingulb, and Bong for a chance at a settlement. Please do not contact us in search of the cure. Do not come to the law offices in person. The disease is very contagious and you will be shot on sight.
Yeah, we're back.
I got back to the beverage.
That was a scary commercial, Marcus.
I know. I think I'm going to be giving them a call.
I think I might have some of those symptoms.
I feel like I have too.
I just had a Spider-Man fever dream last night.
Me too.
So.
I had that, and then I I don't know if I believe in the moon or not, but I've thought about it.
I don't know what that is, so maybe you should definitely call those guys.
Yeah, I think I will.
Anyway, besides that, we might be dying, but whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. Let's go have some pizza.
I just had some fun little questions just to fill some time.
Go on.
Okay. So let's say you're given the option to take any amount of time from everyone on Earth to add to your life. How much would you take, if any?
Take 100 years from every single person.
From every single person on Earth.
How many?
Because even if you take like a few seconds, you'll get like hours probably.
Yeah. Just to add on to my life, you're saying?
Yep.
I would definitely go for the 100 thing. I would take 100 from everybody. So
you'd instantly kill everyone on Earth.
I would instantly kill everybody on Earth, but then I could live and create my own society out of snowmen or something like that. I could unlock the secrets to the universe. Then I could build a hover car.
That's... I mean, I'd take like 10 years, maybe. Because you'd just be old anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who wants to live to be in their 70s? I work at a nursing home, and I don't.
So you would like to just take 10 years from everybody?
Yeah.
And be like 10
Everyone
billion
would
years
die
old?
when they're like 50 or 60. It's fine.
Yeah, but then you would be like 10 billion.
I know. It'd be awesome.
Okay. Oh, so you want everybody else to die earlier?
Oh, yeah.
You're sparing them from getting old. Okay, I get it. Never mind.
I'm assuming I'd stay the same age. Unless I do, like, if I, like, get old and, like, wrinkly, I don't want it. I don't want it.
You'd be, like, old and wrinkly from the time you're, like, 70 till you hit, like, 10 billion.
Yeah. I don't want that.
This is the crappiest lifetime.
If I'm, like, young and stuff, then yeah. If I'm, like, old and wrinkly and, just, like,
Run
have to live
with
forever.
the virus.
I have one more for you. I wish I had 3, because that would be more of a group. If you could flip a coin, it's a magic coin,
Uh-huh.
and that if it lands on heads, you get $1 million. But if it lands on tails, you switch genders. Would you flip the coin? So you become a woman if it lands on tails. But if it's heads, you get $1 million.
Do I get to choose what I look like?
No.
No. I'd probably...
You just, like, instantly just... Boop, boop. I guess your beard... No, you'd have to shave your beard. You still have a beard.
I still have a beard. I think I would
You
have...
still have hair all over your chest and stuff, so you'd have to, like... Maybe, like, after a while, it would, like, fall out or something.
I think I would probably have... in that case, I'd probably have to not flip the coin then. Because I wouldn't want to be like a gross chick.
Yeah. You're not hot.
Right.
You're like what you would look like if you were a woman.
Yeah, not into that. No, that's probably not a good idea for anybody.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy being a guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially in today's society, I'm pretty happy being a white straight male. I have it pretty good.
Well, that may change in like 50 years, but by that time,
It's
ask
true.
me that question again in 50 years, and then we'll see.
After the white person Holocaust.
Right.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I have. Before we leave, I want to hear your predictions for Deadpool. That comes out next week, and we aren't having a podcast for 2 weeks, so we'll probably have a little review on our next podcast for Deadpool.
My prediction for Deadpool. Not so great, with some good moments in it.
Okay. Well, I've heard good things. There's been some advanced screenings, and I've heard some good things. So I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic about it. but we'll see. We'll be talking about it next week, so you better, or I'm sorry, in 2 weeks. So you better be ready. Our next podcast is on the 20th.
Ta-da!
So everybody tune in. Tell your friends. Tell your mom.
Tell everybody.
Tell all your elephants about trunk time.
Fridays.
On Fridays.
We do it twice a week.
What are we talking
every
about
Friday.
this week? Are we talking about Dumbo this week?
No, we talked about Dumbo last week. I think we're talking about Operation Dumbo Drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I forget we already talked about it?
I don't know.
Sorry,
There's so
guys.
much activity going on. There's a lot of cocaine.
There's so many
a lot of cocaine snorted.
elephant-related things to talk about.
I know. So many elephant jokes. They usually get offended, but I always bring them out.
I think we're number 1 in the elephant category on iTunes.
I agree. Yeah. I just saw
Can
that
you believe that? After one episode, we're already number 1 in that category.
I know. I saw that on Google Maps the other day. That's what they're saying.
I think we're right above the Ivory Boys
Yep.
podcast.
Yep.
I can't think of any more elephant-related podcast titles.
I think the other one was Wrinkly
Ear flappers.
Wrinkly but True or something like that. Yeah.
I think that there was Get That Mouse Out of Here.
Yeah, that one. Tuscany Aversion was one.
Anybody want a peanut? Podcast? Which is confusing because people think it's a Princess Bride or even Andre the Giant podcast, but it's about elephants.
Yeah. Romancing the Tusk. That was another one. Tusk
Tusk
You.
Everlasting.
Tusk You, Mother Tusker.
Yep.
That's a very angry podcast. They do a lot of slapping.
Yeah, those are some aggressive elephants. It's just elephants just like squeaking. What is the sound an elephant makes? Yeah, they're just doing that for like an hour and a half.
And poop sounds. And their weenus dangling.
Yeah, so we're above all those on the elephant category.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The Beverage is available on iTunes. It's available on Libsyn. It's available on YouTube. All of the links to all these stories are in the show notes.
And
which
links
is
to
below.
the past.
Yes, there are links to the past. Triforce of Courage. So be sure to subscribe to YouTube and iTunes.
MTube and YobTube.
If you don't have an iPhone or an iOS device, you can go to our Libsyn page and directly download the episodes, but you'd have to like put them on your phone from there.
Directly.
If anyone knows of any like services that, like an app, I think Podomatic or something like that might do that too. They might have an app, but I don't know. So if someone out there is listening and they're like, why don't you put it on this? You know, let me know and I will. But yeah.
Yeah, your feedback.
So yeah, rate, review, leave a comment if you want. Yeah. Rate, review, leave a comment. That's it, I think.
Righteous.
Marcus, have a good week. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Or I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or I talk to you between then.
Go Broncos.
Go football teams.
Yeah, sports ball.
See you next week, everybody.
Goodbye.